2020, middle of the pandemic. I'm about to launch something that every business and ministry advisor told me was a terrible idea. A completely free platform. No paywalls, no premium tiers, no upsells. Just hundreds of hours of high quality content given away for free. My business friends thought I was insane. My ministry partners thought I was crazy. Salime, you're leaving money on the table. Salime, people won't value it if it's free. Salime, come on, you need to monetize this. And here's the thing, part of me agreed with them. But 5 years later, that terrible decision became the foundation of a platform that today is valued at multiple 7 figures. Not that I want to sell it today, but it is a valuable asset that generates trust, authority, and reach. Not in spite of being free, but because it is. And today, I am going to show you exactly why the most successful digital entrepreneurs aren't the ones hoarding their best content. They're the ones giving it away. Because here's what nobody tells you. Generosity isn't charity. It is your competitive advantage. And by the end of this episode, you'll know the exact strategy to use in your digital business starting this week. You were never meant to fit into somebody else's version of success. You were meant to build freedom. Freedom to work anywhere. Freedom to sell boldly. Freedom to say yes when God calls, because your income can finally fund your obedience. Welcome to Latinpreneurs, the movement of faith-fueled, purpose-driven Latinas building digital businesses that create both profit and impact. I'm Salime, global founder, business for mission strategist, and your behind-the-scenes mentor for building businesses that fund your obedience to God. I've built successful online platforms from China to Mexico to Africa, helping women turn ideas into income and income into impact. And at the end of today's episode, I'm giving you my exact 30-day roadmap to do the same. It is free at www.latinpreneurs.com. Around here, we don't chase hustle. We design systems. We scale generosity. We build freedom, one bold Latina at a time. So grab your cafecito, hermana, because today I'm showing you why the most successful entrepreneurs online are doing the exact opposite of what you've been taught, and how generosity and not gatekeeping becomes your biggest competitive advantage. The revolution starts here. This is Latinpreneurs, where business meets calling. Today, we're talking about the one strategy that's made me more money than any paid ad campaign and launch strategy hack. And it is the exact opposite of what most business coaches teach. If you've ever been told to save your best content for your paid offers or feel guilty about being too generous, this is going to flip everything you thought you knew about building a digital business. Let's dive in. Let me guess what's being taught for you about selling online. Create urgency. Only 3 spots left. Build FOMO. You'll miss out if you don't buy now. Gate your best content. This strategy is only for paying members. Make it exclusive. Not everybody can have access to this. That is the scarcity playbook. And for the last decade, it has been the gold standard for online marketing. Here's the problem. It is exhausting for you and for your audience. You are constantly manufacturing urgency. Your audience is constantly feeling pressured. And the moment someone buys, they wonder if they made a panic decision. That is not trust, that is manipulation. And in 2025, people can smell it a mile away, especially Latinas. We've been manipulated enough. We don't trust fast-talking salespeople. We trust women who serve us first. Here's what the most successful entrepreneurs online figured out. The brands making most money are giving away the most value. Check the data. HubSpot gives away free CRM software, marketing courses, and certifications. And yet they are a 30+ billion company. ConvertKit built their entire brand on free email marketing education. Now they process over $2 billion in creator revenue annually. Canva gives 90% of their features away for free. They are valued at $26 billion. I'm not talking about charity. These are billion-dollar businesses built on generosity. Why does this work? Because generosity does three things that no amount of paid advertising can do. Number one, it builds trust faster than anything else. When you give massive value for free, you signal, I'm not desperate for your money. I believe in what I have so much that I'll let you experience it first. Number two, it lowers the barrier to discovery. People won't pay to learn about you, but they will consume free content. And once they see what you can do, the results, they'll seek out your paid offers. Number three, it creates word of mouth at scale. People do not share ads, but they share free resources that genuinely helps them. Every free guide, every free workshop, every generous piece of content is a referral engine. Here's what I need you to understand. The entrepreneurs who are winning are not fighting for attention. They are earning it by serving first. And I'm about to show you exactly how to do this in your business without giving everything away for free or devaluating your work. Okay, let's talk business. Because I know you're thinking, that is great for billion-dollar companies, Salime, but I'm just starting out. I cannot afford to give this away. Let me flip that. You cannot afford not to. Here's why. When you hold back on your best content because you're afraid people won't buy, here's what you're actually doing. You're slowing down trust building. People need multiple touch points before they buy. If these touch points are mediocre content, they won't stick around long enough to see your paid offer. You're increasing your customer acquisition cost. Paid ads are so expensive and they're getting more expensive every year. Generosity-driven content has free distribution, organic reach, and word of mouth. You're also limiting your market reach. Only people who are already convinced will pay for your stuff. Free content reaches people who do not even know that they need it yet. What I'm trying to say is that hoarding you will keep you small, whereas generosity will make you scale. Now, let me give you actual data from my platform. In 2020, I launched Reformadas, a completely free theology platform for Latinas. No paywalls, no premium membership, no upsells, literally just value. I have given away for free more than 100 hours of teaching content, downloadable books and Bible study guides, live Q&A sessions, community access. The business case for this, there wasn't one, according to conventional wisdom. According to most people, I should have charged for this. But here's what actually happened. More than 20,000 women engaged with a platform within the first 24 months. We have zero marketing budget. It grew all organic through word of mouth. And it has built our authority as the go-to voice for Latinas in theology and business. And here's what nobody expected. That terrible business decision has become the foundation of a platform that is now valued at a multiple 7 figures. Not because I charged for it, but because I didn't. We're growing in impact faster than any Christian editorials with less than 1/10 of their budget. With zero paid ads, zero sales team, and just radical generosity of word of mouth. And what is wild is that this free platform will be the foundation for everything else we build. Because when you serve women that well, when they see the transformation that they can find anywhere else, they will not forget you. That's the economics of generosity. Because customer acquisition cost is zero. But you're not giving to get, you're giving to earn trust. And trust converts better than any ad campaign ever could. Now, before I show you the exact framework I used, let me address something important because some of you are probably wondering, how is this even biblical? I am so glad you asked. Here's what I need you to understand. Generosity is not a business tactic I stumbled upon. It is woven into the very heart of the gospel. The gospel is generosity. Look at the central story of Jesus. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. John 3:16. The entire gospel hinges on one word, gave. God did not hold back. He did not protect his most treasure. He did not say, if they prove themselves worthy first, then I'll send my son. He gave generously, freely, without requiring anything in return first. And here's what's wild. This is not prosperity theology. This is the cross. The most generous act in history looked like total loss, but it is the only pathway to eternal gain. That's the pattern I'm after. Generosity that looks like sacrifice will become the door for much better gain. And as believers, we're also called to reflect our Father. Ephesians 5:1-2 says, "Be imitators of God." We give generously because we are loved children imitating our Father, not to earn His love, not to manipulate blessings out of Him. We give because He gave first. Here's the difference between biblical generosity and just being nice. Biblical generosity comes from trusting God, not from trying to impress people. Jesus gave. And before you hear like this is prosperity gospel, let me be clear. Jesus is never in the Bible does it say like, give 10 and you'll get back 100. He's saying something way deeper. When you live with open hands and give generously because you trust God's provision, you position yourself to receive in ways you couldn't when your fists were closed. It's not about manipulating God. It's about trusting Him enough to be generous even when it doesn't make worldly sense. And here's what's beautiful. When you operate from that trust, you start looking like Christ. God is generous not because He's trying to get something from us, but because generosity is who He is. And when we give generously in our business, when we serve freely, share openly, and trust that God will provide, we're reflecting His character to a world that is used to scarcity and manipulation, particularly in our Hispanic communities. Let me be clear about what generosity is not. It is not give to get. It's not transactional. It is not prosperity gospel. It is not God will make you rich from if you're generous. That is a lie. It does not work in business. It is not about earning God's favor through generosity. We already have His favor through Christ. This is about stewarding what God has given you with open hands, trusting that He who provides seed to the sower will provide everything you need to fulfill the calling He's given you. And that is what Latinpreneurs is after. The purpose is not so that you will be rich. It is so you'll abound in every good work, as 2 Corinthians 9:8 says. God gives abundantly so that we can give generously. This is the cycle. So when I give away my best content like I am doing right now, when I launch platforms like Reformadas for free, when I am giving you framework after framework and advice as I am building Latinpreneurs here live, when I serve radically without requiring payment first, I am not being a bad businesswoman. I am being a faithful daughter who trusts her Father. And you know what I've learned? God is so faithful. He will provide. Generosity positions you to see His provision in ways that hoarding never could. Hey, quick pause. If you're here, what you're hearing is resonating, if you're thinking, okay, I get it, but how do I do this actually in my digital business? Don't worry, I got you. At the end of this episode, I'm giving you a digital business blueprint, the exact 30-day roadmap I use with my students to go from idea to first paying client. It is completely free, no credit card, no strings. Just head to www.latinpreneurs.com after this episode and grab it. Because here's the thing, you can listen to strategy all day, but if you don't have a clear roadmap, you'll stay stuck. So go grab the blueprint at latinpreneurs.com and let's keep going. Here's a shift I need you to make. I need you to stop asking, what if I gave this away and people don't buy from me? Start asking, what if I gave this away and people shared it with 3, 4, 10 friends? See the difference? The first question comes from fear. The second comes from business mindset. And again, here's what I've learned about building businesses across 3 continents. The entrepreneurs who think, how can I extract value from my audience, plateau so fast. The entrepreneurs who think, how can I create so much value that sharing me becomes inevitable, scale potentially. Let me give you a real example. Last month, I created a free guide, 5 truths every Christian entrepreneur needs to know. It's like packed. It's packed with value and it's completely free. It's literally just pure generosity. It has been downloaded so many times and shared by so many people. It is building trust. And here's what I didn't do. This is what I'm not doing. I'm not holding back with my best stuff. I'm not creating a watered down version. I am giving away my best thinking for free. The result is trust and reach, all from this free guide. That's the power of generous content. It works for you, even if you're sleeping, and it gives you so much freedom. But let's be honest for a second, because I know what's really stopping you from being generous. It's not that you don't want to give. It's probably that you are afraid of three things. The first fear is, if I give away my best ideas, people will steal them. Here's the truth. They will. Someone will screenshot your content, someone will take your framework, someone will try to replicate what you do. And you know what? Let them. Because here's what they cannot steal. They cannot steal your story, your voice, your unique way of connecting with your audience, the actual transformation you create through your specific lens because you have lived it. You're not selling information, hermana. This is the AI time. You're selling you, and you cannot be copied. Plus, the people who would steal from you, they were never going to buy from you anyway. Fear number 2. If it's free, people won't value it. This is fear 101. Here's the truth. People value transformation, not so much the price tags. Some of the most life-changing resources I've ever consumed were free, and I valued them more because someone was generous enough to give them to me. Value isn't about what you charge, it's about what you deliver. If your free content creates real transformation, people will value it and they will want more. Fear number 3, I'll run out of things to sell. That is again fear talking, and crazily enough, the more we give out, the more amazing ideas we come up with. That happens in the Reformadas team, that happens as I build Latinpreneurs. I cannot stop having incredible ideas that will come to life real soon. The more you give, the more ideas you buy, because generosity forces you to stay sharp in your thinking, keep learning and growing, engage with your audience's real needs. Hoarding literally makes you stagnant. Generosity makes you generative. Look, I've been doing this for over 20 years, and here's what I know. The entrepreneurs who are scared to give plateau at mid 4-5 figures. The entrepreneurs who live radically, they break 6 and 7 figures fast. Not because they're better, but because they trust more. Okay, here's one mind shift that will change your entire business. You need to stop thinking of free content as marketing cost. You need to start thinking of it as a trust asset. Let me explain. Most entrepreneurs think of free content as something to bribe people into your email list, something to give them to get them into the door, something you have to do in order to compete. That's why their free content absolutely sucks, because they're giving the minimum required to get people's attention. Generous entrepreneurs do this differently. They give their best content for free and save the implementation, the personalization, and the done-for-you services for paid offers. See the difference? You're not giving less. You're giving away your best thinking, and you're charging for your time and for your customization. Here's my favorite example. Give away the recipe, charge for the meal. Think about it. Gordon Ramsay, huge chef, UK based, has free cooking videos on YouTube teaching you his exact techniques. But his restaurants still have month-long wait lists. Joanna Gaines gives away for free design tips and DIY plans, but her design services out of Waco still book 1 year in advance. Marie Kondo, she wrote an entire book on her method, but her courses and consulting, it's sold out. They give away the what and the how, but they charge for the done for you and the personalized. That is the model. Your frameworks, free. Your templates, free. Your best strategies, free. Your time, your customization, your hands-on implementation support, that's what you charge for. And when you've already proven you can serve them enough and well through your free content, they want to pay you. That is how you build a digital business that does not feel sleazy, because you're not selling, you're simply serving at deeper levels. How does this look like in practice? It literally looks like one day you post a full Instagram carousel breaking down your signature framework, all the steps, no gatekeeping. Then you go live with answers and questions and answers about the framework. You give personalized advice in each of the comments. Then you send an email with a free template that helps more people implement your framework faster. Then you feature another entrepreneur in your space, giving that person visibility to your audience. And then you launch a paid course, not as a pitch, but as an invitation to go deeper with personalized support, accountability, and advanced strategies. You are giving away so much value that by the end of this funnel, your audience is thinking, if you give that away for free, imagine what the paid course is like. Again, that's the power of generosity. It creates demand without pressure. It is not what scarcity entrepreneurs or fear-based entrepreneurs do. They post like vague teasers. Want to know my strategy? Link in bio. They send super fake emails with artificial urgency. Only 24 hours left to get this prize, or run a countdown, 3 spots left, or do a final push. This is your final chance. And they wonder why it flopped. What went wrong? Well, they created pressure, not trust, and people do not buy from pressure anymore. They buy from trust, particularly us Latinas. So here's what I want you to understand. Generosity is not a marketing tactic. It is a business philosophy that will attract the right people, will build unshakable trust, and it will create sustainable growth for your digital. Here's your challenge, and it's very simple. Give away something this week that feels a little scary, and not scary like I'm giving away my entire business model. Scary like, this is really good. I thought about charging for this, but I'm going to give it away for free and trust the process. It might be your full framework in a carousel, or a template that you've been gatekeeping, or a video that you've been saving, or a piece of advice that you thought it was too valuable to give for free. This is what I'm doing. Literally, I have done it multiple times, and this is the exact framework. Trust me. It should feel generous. It should feel like you're giving more than expected. And then I want you to watch what happens. Watch how people respond. Watch how they share. Watch how they start asking, how can I work with you? That is the shift. You're not losing value. You're actually building trust. And trust is the currency that actually converts. And speaking of trust, if you want to learn the exact roadmap I just described, head to www.latinpreneurs.com right now and download the ultimate guide to your digital business. It is the same 30-day system I've used with hundreds of women to go from idea to first paying client, especially if you're tired of watching other women launch while you're still stuck in the planning phase. Grab it for now, right now. It is free and it works. Let's keep going. Now, before we close, remember this. Freedom is not about hustle. It's about building through strategy, through systems, and through surrender, being generous. So if this episode sparks something in you, please don't keep it to yourself. Let's be generous as well. Screenshot it, tag it at Latinpreneurs, and tell me what freedom building looks like for you today. Then head over to www.latinpreneurs.com and download the ultimate free guide to your digital business, the exact 30-day roadmap that has helped faith-driven Latinas go from idea to first paying client, even when you're starting from scratch. Especially if you're tired of watching other women launch while you're stuck in the planning phase. Next week, I'm going to break down another typical misconception that is going to make your business explode. Because you were made to build more than a business. You were made to build freedom. I hope this helped. Please share it, please rate it, and please start implementing this. Go to latinpreneurs.com, the downloadable worksheet for this episode. I am Salime. This is Latinpreneurs, the digital business formation movement, redefining what success looks like. See you next week. Goodbye.